Hello, all of my indie-loving friends, and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick, and today we're going to be looking at a kind of an over-the-shoulder, third-person action horror game called Dark Ocean. As you probably know on this show, we pretty much cover the whole gamut of different types of range in budget when it comes to these indie games, and not that I'm saying that these guys had a huge budget or anything, but as far as polish and production value, I would say this game looks pretty on par with a major release. In fact, I was really shocked that I hadn't heard of this before now, and I know I say that a lot, but it just seems like after every week or two that I just keep spending looking for all these different games, I just keep stumbling into these whole huge pockets that I've never heard of or seen before, and sometimes you find a pretty cool looking one like this. So I'm going to jump into new game here. I guess we can look at the options real quick, so I know some of you guys like that. There's not much here in the way of options, but that's okay. Just the basics. And this is apparently created by a very small team. It said it was 5 people, college students over the course of a year. And I think they did a pretty phenomenal job. So let's give it a shot here and see what we can come up with. As far as impressions, I did look at the very, very, very beginning, but I played less than a minute just to get a feel for the recording.
In the darkest of moments of life is when our true value is revealed. My name is Liz. I'm a marine engineer, and this is the ship I've designed. Tonight, an unknown disease has taken over the ship and its passengers. I don't know if I'm the only survivor. I think I'm alone. My only chance is escaping through the casino. I won't let them drag me to the dark ocean.
Nice opening, right? Music is very, very good, too. Alright, so here we are. And the first thing that this all made me think of was there was this game called, I think it was Cold Fear. Called Cold Fear, not Cold Fear. Uh-oh. And I believe that was the one where you're playing as this guy and it's like an evil outbreak of zombies or something on a ship, just like this idea. And I think there was a Resident Evil that also took place on a ship. I think it was the DS one that came out fairly recently. I didn't actually try that, though. Spacebar to aim. Uh-oh! Alright. So there's your rank-and-file zombie creature. Flare gun. Aim. Light on fire. Dudes die. Makes sense. Not too complicated. Seems like kind of an awful large amount of pictures there for a pretty simple concept. Alright, escape to close. Can I interact with stuff? Let's see. Maybe not. So, I mean, first glance, I think this looks very nice. I would definitely say this is probably on par with, what you would expect a professional release to have looked like in 2004 or 5. And I'm not trying to say that to insult the developers or anything. I'm just talking about the constraints of being a small developer. And, I think they actually did a really good job. I mean, the production values, the camera work here, the voice acting, the music, the textures, it all looks fine. Floor has fallen through. I can go through the casino. Okay. To go through the pool first, I need to go to the elevator in the far end of the hall to get there. Okay, we can do this. So we've got a new mission. Let's look at our missions and objectives here. So I am there at the bullseye. My exit is not exactly visible. We can change floors with W and S. Alright, so we're going important point down 2 floors. And I never saw an exit anywhere on there. Okay, well, I'm not worried about that yet. We'll figure that out as we go. Probably don't even have an exit yet. Alright, how do I leave? Oh. Okay, got a lot of objectives. So, okay, you have to hit M again to hide that, which is a little unintuitive. I would have preferred a nice and simple hit escape. Elevator looks like a trap. Of course, I can't help but make some, very, very glancing comparisons to BioShock. But I think that's just the par for the course when it comes to ships. Alright, what's down there? I guess some blue lighting. Very strange shapes on the floor. Taking it nice and slow. Oh, I can also run with shift. Okay, good. Good to know. Any game with zombies, you want to know how to run. It's a prerequisite. Alright, I cannot fall off of this, and there doesn't seem to be any kind of jumping or acrobatics. Which, for a game that's supposed to be a little bit more cerebral, is probably a good idea. I mean, this isn't like Resident Evil 4 or anything. Hopefully we're not going to be battling, 20 zombies at a time, or infected, or whatever you want to call them. And yes, I am aware of the Resident Evil 4 mythos and the differences between 3 and 4. So we don't need to go there. So I guess the elevator is my only way down, so let us use that. The controls so far have been very simple. It's just WASD to move, mouse to look, shift to run, and spacebar to pull up your weapon. And then of course you saw the M for objectives. See, now this is supposed to be an elevator. Why can't I just take it down all the way? Whatever. So I guess we'll do a little bit of exploring here while we keep our eyes and ears open for possible intrusion or attackers. Oh yeah, that would be that. Thankfully I'm reasonably quick on the draw. That music was jarring as hell. Okay. Actually, the music was way scarier than what actually happened, but it did throw me off. What? If you ever want to get people scared, put the sound of breathing in. That does a good job. Pretty nasty looking bathtub there. It's all rusted and grimy around it or something. What is that? I don't know. Ooh, it's like nasty toilet there. I don't know who spent time making that. Somebody had like an issue in this room, it looks like. One thing I will notice that I don't think I've ever seen in real life is there's no mirror. I mean, that's weird. Have you guys ever gone in a bathroom and there's been 0 mirrors? That's just strange. I'm gonna chalk it up to just a constraint of the engine.
On the zombie virus that appeared 2 weeks ago, they released information saying that the symptoms to watch for are aggression, foaming from the mouth, deterioration of motor skills, and an unbelievable hunger. Be advised that if an infected becomes hostile, the only way to harm...
Alright, there's... I don't know if you could tell, but I think it's this. Something was making... I thought it was her at first talking, but I think it was like a radio or some kind of a warning system going off explaining what was going on. It was really, really quiet though, and I would have really loved to have some subtitles. Because I mean, I have the music actually a little bit, or music and sound effects up a little higher than I normally do, because I know, horror game audio cue is kind of important. But I always, hate to run the risk of drowning out my own voice with the sound of the game making, usually inane sounds, in this case, much less so. So if you missed that, I mean, all I think it was just describing was what's wrong with these people as far as, like, symptoms, like they foam at the mouth or something, I heard. Oh, okay, so I can contextually jump in some places. Did I go to the far left, though, yet? I did, right? I don't remember. Let's jog a little bit over there. The character seems very well modeled, too. I mean, like, minimally modeled, but well. The very thick ponytail is a little strange looking, but other than that, I think they did a great job on her. She does also do that spinning in place on the axis there, which is a little strange, but I'll forgive it. She looks beat to crap, too, like blood all over her. I mean, we don't know what happened to her to get her to this point, even, so maybe she's already been through a bit of an ordeal. I would like a flashlight or something, if possible. But I don't have particularly high hopes for that happening, because there does seem to be generally enough ambient light to get us around. I will say, though, the atmosphere is definitely tense. There's a sense of suspense for sure. So there doesn't seem to be anything over here. Did I go this way yet? I want to make sure I'm being rather thorough here, and I'd rather sort of front-load the video with exploration than risk finishing it, because I don't know how long this is. So if possible, I'd rather go until we reach a point that seems like a natural conclusion, rather than have the whole video come to an end, having not explored, and then there's like nothing left for you guys to see. Because I hate doing that. Like when I finish one of these games, I'm always sort of bittersweet about that. Like, it's cool that I finished it, and it's cool that I get to show you the whole experience. and I'm glad that I got to do that, but on the same token, it's like, I'd rather you guys actually did the finishing yourselves, because I actually really want to encourage you guys to play games, more so than watch videos about them, even though I know that might seem a little counterintuitive. But you just have to trust me on that. So, jumping. Okay, that took a lot out of her. Okay, crap. I hear stuff. Oh, wow, he was right behind me. Okay. That was not how we do that. Okay, the flares are going over him. This is not good. Why can't I hit him? Crap. Alright, I'm trying to navigate this environment here with this thing. I can't shoot this guy. It doesn't work. And now I'm, like, out. What am I supposed to do? Thankfully, these things are pretty stupid. Alright, are these supposed to be, like, oil spots on the floor? Am I supposed to... Yes, that's what it is. The only reason I thought of that was just because they look like strange sort of shapes to see on the floor, so I was sort of thinking, well, maybe these look like liquid spreading out or something. I honestly couldn't tell, though, that there was supposed to be some sort of flammable substance here. I probably just missed some kind of cue. I bet they probably explained it, and I was just talking over it. So, sorry about that. I'm definitely not in a good place, though, right now, because I just wasted most of my flares. Although I will say that does add to the suspense, if you know that I may just get eaten by these dudes. Let's head... Can we head this way? You know, I hate to say it, but a lot of times in horror games, you really lose my sympathy a little bit when the main character has no ability to navigate their environment. Like, she's a human being. She should be able to very easily climb over this furniture. And if you're trying to, like, sell me on the idea that we're trapped and we don't have options, like, clearly we have options. I could have gotten over any of these things. This wouldn't even be inconvenient to climb over for me. And I'm not, you know, athletic. I mean, I'm not trying to brag. This is just a two-step up situation here. I should be able to walk to the other side of the room. But I know this is game development. This happens. We have to create artificial barriers sometimes. It's kind of annoying. I mean, I'll get over it. I'm just saying this is a frustration that's been ongoing with me in this type of game. What did I find? A camera with a flash. Cool. So I guess that's my flashbang stun item. How do we use that? Saving. That's a creepy teddy bear. It's got, like, Joker eyes. Oh, flares. Give me. Where? Okay, we got the breathing, the heart beating sound. These are all the cues, audio-wise, that make for a usually pretty terrifying experience. I have actually no clue which way I came in anymore. This door seems to not go anywhere, which is a little unfortunate considering a giant blinking light on it seems like it's sort of guiding me in this direction. I mean, if this was Resident Evil, I would say this is absolutely a door I'm going through at some point. Not that this has to be Resident Evil, I'm just comparing the two because, well, similar architecture decisions when it comes to, you know, cues. Doors with lights on them, I mean, very much so. Moving us forward. Damn, the door's locked. I have to find the key for it first. Alright. What? Oh, wow, they're ceiling climbers. That's not good at all. Let's go this way, then. That's not the right way. Let's go this way, then. I'm not saying this is terrifying, but it is scarier than your average bear. I will give them that. Monster dropped the key? Really? Well, that's unexpected. Why would that dude have a key? Did I automatically pick it up or something? I don't see any key. And hopefully the video's not too dark. My apologies if it is. This is, you know, horror games, they tend to be very dark. You know, we do what we can. So I guess this is... Okay, so I just get the key automatically. And now I've unlocked the ability to climb over this freaking sofa. That's silly. Okay, we got dudes. Stealth action, espionage moment. Let's sneak behind them and snap their necks. No, that's not going to work. This dude's going to see me any second now. Okay, go in the fire. Both of you. Be really stupid and run straight in. Crap. Go, go, go! Why am I stuck? Oh, this is not good. Oh, crap. Where's the other one? Did it die? I have no idea what's going on. There was 2 a second ago, right? Clearly. I'm not actually asking. I know there were 2. Alright, I've recovered some health. That seems like a good option for me. Okay, what's through here? Nothing. What's this elevator up to? Probably nothing. Okay, this one I can use. Call button's broken. Wonderful. How about over here? Lots of blood. How about here? Gotta be something here. It's blue here. Really? Nothing? Oh, right click. That's how I use the camera. Darn. I wish I knew that a second ago. It would have been helpful. Okay, so there's nothing anywhere. Maybe over here. I don't think I checked this elevator yet. Swimming pool. Yes, this is the correct destination for me. Coming down elevator? What's going on? Or up? Whatever you're doing. I cannot even see in there. Is that something I can stand on? Apparently. Pretty creepy elevators, to be honest. Okay, looks like we're outside. And it looks like there's quite a few more zombie-infected type dudes out here. What does that say? Strong... I don't know. Strong fight? Strong bad? Is this a map? What is this? Oh yeah, it is. Horror Game 101. If there's something white, put some blood on it. Horror Game 102. If there's something else that's anything else texturally or color-wise, put some blood on it. Alright, gates to the casino on the other side. Obviously where all the dudes are. Need to find a way to scare the... Did she just say vampires away? That's what we're calling them? We're calling them vampires? Okay. Well, I have to say the water does not really pass muster, but it's okay. Again, I'm really not trying to rag on these guys, I'm just pointing out. Holy crap, what just happened? They fly? Why could I use to light them on fire directly? Now I have to always shoot oil. I think that is not fair. What do I really have to defend myself here? I mean, clearly I could be fighting them off with, like, poles and crap. Okay, so they light on fire, they just take a while before they go down. That umbrella flying did actually jar me a little bit. I don't know how I'm supposed to take on like 5 or 8 of them, whatever there is over there. I feel like I'm playing Uncharted now. Remember that ship level? Holy crap. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but the ending cutscene of like leaving the ship, holy crap. If you haven't played Uncharted 3, really good. Bit of an aside, though, because we're not reviewing Uncharted 3 today. I would love to do that, though. What's up here? Nothing. Oh, something. They don't show her face very often, but when they do, she actually looks pretty sufficiently traumatized. Hey! Something I can beat stuff with? No. Fuel spray. A water sprinkler with fuel in it. Maybe I can use it to fight back. Okay. I'm sure you guys are probably getting tired of me walking around in the complete darkness. I'll try and keep it to a minimum here. How do I even use this? They need to actually explain to me what button I need to use to activate these weapon item thingies. There doesn't seem to be much going on in here. This is obviously beeping. Looks like it's broken. Everything is broken in zombie games. Now I need to go find tools from the shops and the warehouse down below. Alright, well, I guess I'm glad to a very small extent that they're padding out the game here, because I would really hate for it to be over so soon. It does seem like it's building up a little bit, and it does seem pretty interesting. But it gave me the impression that, like, the game's going to be over in another room or two. So, you know, give it a little bit more than that. I think for the sake of you guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Not that I don't want to keep playing, but just because I don't want to spoil too much of the rest of the game. And this one is definitely worth checking out and downloading. It is exactly $0 to grab, since it was a student-developed project. Although not every student-developed project is free, but, you know, this one is. So take advantage of it. I will note, though, that when I went to get this, I had to go through, like, 4 other mirrors before I could get to a good download. Apparently it's been quite popular lately, so they've had their servers flooded, and they kept putting up new links and stuff, so I will put up the page that leads to the main area of all the links, and you guys might have to click around for a minute until you grab it. I think it's like a 400-ish meg file, 370 something in there, so definitely worth a look, and I do recommend that you guys check this one out, especially if you want to see where we're going with the story. Will she make it off the ship? Will the zombies, you know, eat her to death? Vampire people, whatever you want to call them. Okay, now instead of my flare gun, I have this first when I hit spacebar. I'm not sure what that means exactly. Let's just spray it. Okay, it just shoots like a glob of fuel out. Oh, and now it creates a spot on the floor like the oil. Very cool. How do I switch to the actual flares, though? That part they didn't explain. Oh, mouse wheel? Mouse wheel. Alright, that's what it should be, anyway. So, that will do it for this episode of Indie Impressions. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to stop on over to the website, which is www.indie-impressions.com. Come on over and meet some cool people. We have a forum going. You can check out all the games that I review on the YouTube page, all sorted by genre and distribution. You can do searches, you can look through everything. It's very well categorized and all that, so I very much look forward to seeing you over there. And feel free to leave me messages or comment in the forums, whatever you want to do. The site's for everybody to use. Get the most out of it as you can. It's still evolving, although I haven't been able to work on it very much in the last few days, but it will be getting some more stuff added to it shortly. So I do invite you over there, and I hope to see you very soon. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow for another episode, because I do these every single day. Alright, take care, have a good night.